Everyone, it's Heidi from flutterbyheidi.co.uk, back with another project for you. A little Ferrero Friday project, or it might be Celebration Saturday. I can't remember which one this is going to be on, but this is the project, and it is just a little angle topped box, perfect for a little thank you favour. As you can see, I've got a little thank you on there, and I'm combining some Celebration items with some annual catalogue items to create a lovely Two Ferrero little gift box. It doesn't require any glue enclosure, so it makes it nice and easy for you. And as you can see, just use the Floral Essence stamp set here. And the thank you actually comes from Thoughtful Blooms, but any little thank you sentiment would obviously work. And I'm working in Rococo Rose here, which is the lovely colour cardstock we've got. And the paper I've used is actually one of our Celebration ones. It's a foiled paper, which is really lovely to ink. And you can see the patterns we've got here. This flower reminded me of the Perennial Essence flower, but you've got other floral images with copper and silver foiling, along with these beautiful large roses as well. Free with a £45 spend, so get your order in now. And obviously, if you were to buy the punch and the coordinating stamp set, you're part of the way there anyway. So let's crack on with the project, and you only need literally a quarter sheet of 12 by 12. So this is actually it's 15 by 14, so 15 on that edge and 14 on this one. And then you're going to score long on the long edge at 3.5 on the right hand side here. Flip it round, and we're going to score at 7, at 10.5 and at 14. And then flip that and again score at 3.5 on the side there. Pop that to one side. I'm just going to move my instructions out of the way. This is attempt number 3 because I kept messing things up. They're really not that difficult though. And then I'm going to use my take your pick tool and a ruler, and on this top edge here I'm just going to mark on this short section here 4 centimetres, 4 centimetres on this middle one, and 4 centimetres from the top on this side edge here. You probably can't see, but I've just marked here if I show you. So just here, and just here. Then I'm going to come in and I'm going to score some diagonals. So I'm just taking a ruler and scoring up to the middle score line and to the edge. Then from that centre score line to the edge, and from this one. Now this is a variation on my prism pillow box that I've done, so if you want to see it, I'll try and remember to put the link in on my blog post. And then all you're going to do is cut away these top 2 half diamond shapes on the score lines. So it'll be easier to see once I've cut those away, but it just makes it a little easier for you to see, hopefully. Okay, so you end up with a piece like this, and all you need to do is just reinforce those score lines gently. Okay, so fold up your vertical score lines. Those are the long ones, along with our little skinny bit here, and then you're going to trim away this narrow rectangle on the side, and then just cut up the centre of each of those bottom score lines like so. Okay, once we've done that, fold the top section in. I'm going to add some adhesive on mine. There we go, and just fold that in. And then with the score line at the back, I'm just going to fold in the side pieces. So I'm add a touch of glue onto this one, and then another bit of glue onto the front here. Oh, and I didn't actually sponge it, did I? Oh well. Okay, so to sponge it, what I should have done is show you how I sponged. So all I'm going to do is just take this scrap here, And if you wanted to sponge it, I've just taken a makeup brush, sponge a little bit off, and then all I'm doing is just very gently, in circular motion, adding some colour. Now you could use a sponge brayer or anything at all that will add that same level of colour, as you can see there. So this one obviously is going to be a white one, of course. So all that remains to do for the actual box is to pop our Two Ferrero in, like so, and fold the top over, like so. So there's our basic box. What we're going to do now is create our flower. So for the flower, I shall change it up a little bit and use some Whisper White. So here's my Rococo Rose for my sort of accent colour. And I'm just stamping two of my flowers and come in and punch those out. So line it up, you'll see, like so, and press. And if you struggle with dexterity at all or strength in your hands, that's the easiest way. I do a partial press and then press down hard on there. So you want two of those in colour, and then I'm just going to punch another couple just in Whisper White. Okay. So these ones in Whisper White I'm going to fold in half. So this is a symmetrical punch. It will make it slightly easier if you score first, but you don't need to, because you're not going to actually see these pieces. Because these are what we're going to use to create our flower so that it stands proud here, if you can see. So, first thing to do is to add a little bit, and this is where I'm going to use a little bit of my wet glue, or at least I would. Okay, the gremlins are at work. I'm not going to be using my wet glue at all because I've lost it. There we go. Right. Just add a little wet glue onto one half of the flower and then attach that. And it's like we make our 3D ornaments. So I'm just going to pop that on there and set that to one side once I've made sure that's lined up. So if you have a look like so. And then I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. So I'm going to add my glue here to the back of my flower and add my other half, my other folded in half piece. And that, you see, creates like a little triangle. And then all you need to do is add a little wet glue to those middle sections, and that will then sit on the front of our box, on that fold, so that you get the floral image on the front there. Now, it doesn't look great at the moment because it's only 3, so I'm just going to shape these petals slightly and bend those up and add those. And then when I was having a look for and obviously you could add extra flowers if you wanted onto here. If you want, you could add an extra layer there if you wanted to offset it a little bit more. And what I've done now is with here, I'm going to take my thank you and just pop that just like so. I'm just on a scrap of card. And I'm going to come in with my petal punch and just punch that out partially. You can see here, and I'm going to just trim that bit away. And this will enable you just to pop that in on the back there. So again, I'm just going to trim a little bit more off. Pop your glue up behind there. And there's our little thank you. And there you have a pair of pretty ones. I'm going to add a embellishment to the front here. I found some frosted droplets here, which I thought would be rather lovely. There we go. These are some old retired glitter enamel ones. Add whatever you like, but it just adds a little bit of shine. And then we have a pair of Two Ferrero topped boxes. Can't remember what, angle topped boxes, that's what I've called them. Yes, Two Ferrero angle top boxes, ready to grace any table, or pop with a bottle of wine, or another gift that you might have got somebody, just as a thank you very much. So thank you for watching. If you'd like to purchase any of the products you've seen today, pop along to my Stampin' Up shop, heidismith.stampinup.net, or follow the links on my blog and you can purchase them there. Thanks for watching. Bye now.